Hi, folks.
Hi, folks.
Today, Tammy and I are about to embark on an adventure unlike any we've ever done before. Today, we begin a collaboration with our friends at Abandonment Adventures. Go check them out. The link to their channel will be included, of course, in the description below. We've learned a lot from these folks about art abandonment. We knew a little bit about it from the beginning. We knew that it was about creating art mostly out of found or even discarded objects and leaving it somewhere for someone else to find and to keep and enrich their lives. But we had no idea of the extent of it. They actually gifted us with a piece of art. And as you can see, this is pretty cool. Van Halen on the tape. That's actually the kind of music that Tam and I back in the day that on a Saturday night you would find us cruising around listening to. And if I'm not mistaken, this appears to be a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah.
And we've kind of made our bones on Babyland General Hospital on this channel. We've been there a few times. It's a fun place. So that's pretty cool that's on there. This is going to go in a place where I can see it often. This piece of art that has been created to be abandoned has magnets in the back. So not only does it make it a possibility as a fridge magnet for who finds it, but it also adds some interesting possibilities for how to abandon it. Thank you. It says, "Never ever give up." Amen. So this one we would put in the bag. We generally, according to what I've been told, the instructions I've been given, you bag them. And we're going to include in the bag, actually one of our very elaborate and expensive BonedaddyToo cards. We had these printed up, not as much for advertisement as for the fact that from time to time I am confronted by folks when we go places about what I'm doing with the camera. I must look kind of shady. So it's easy and sweaty, very sweaty. It's easier to explain myself, I think, if I have something to prove what I'm saying is just not something I'm making up on the spot. So this kind of proves that I actually am doing what I say that I'm doing. So I had some print up, but per instructions, I'm going to add that into the bag with our piece of art, and also going to include with it this little card that lets someone know that they're not stealing something, that they actually did find something that they can keep. Congratulations. You have found free art. It's yours to keep. That's a pretty cool thing to stumble across one day when you're just out doing something and you find something. That's pretty nice. I think I'd be happy. Yeah, it would. And on the back of it has information about the artist, even has their YouTube channel, which you won't need to remember this or even freeze your frame because I'm going to include it down here in the description. But we're going to put this in with the congratulations facing forward in front of the Bone Daddy card, so that it's clearly visible as soon as they find it that that's what it is. So we have this one to abandon today, and we have two others, two very nice butterflies. I really like the colors in this one. It really pops and stands out, and this is kind of a pop. If you've got a kind of a pop art kind of decor in your house, I imagine this would go along pretty well. And
I like the orange and red.
You like the orange and red in this too? Tammy, we may end up abandoning these here at the house. So. For Tammy to pretend to find later on. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to head off today, hopefully to a tourist town where there's a lot of traffic. Usually a good abandoner like the folks that gave these to us to abandon, they know the places to go where they'll have the greatest impact. We'll be satisfied if they're found.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be happy if they're placed somewhere where they'll be found. So we're headed to a tourist town. We're going to plant these. I'm going to try to be stealthy. That's part of it. Stealth is part of it. I'm going to include in this video, there's going to be video of one of the team from Abandonment Adventures abandoning things right in front of the camera, and I did not see it happen. We went with them to eat at a restaurant, and she abandoned something again. I was looking right at her. It is the greatest sleight of hand. I imagine it's something that happens as you do this and
She's
become
good.
pregnant. She's very good at it. I'm told that that art abandonment folks develop this skill as they go along. I don't look like I'm built for stealth, do I? It's hard for me to sneak in and out of anywhere ninja-like. But what we will try to do is we will try to, as much as possible, avoiding the glances of folks around us, put these somewhere where they will be found, but where they won't be found immediately as we're running away, where it might take a little while for them to be found. We are so proud and privileged to be part of this. We have heard the testimony of the effect this has had on people's lives, not just on the folks that find the art and it uplifts their day, but on the artists themselves. Because giving, I'm telling you, there's nothing like giving.
Yes.
Getting is pretty cool, but giving, whoa, that will light you up.
Yeah.
So we're going to go try to do a little of it today. Let's go.
Come on.
So folks, our particular art abandonment adventure brings us to Dahlonega, Georgia, home of America's first gold rush back in 1823 and a tourist destination. Okay, so we've spotted a likely place here near the old courthouse, which is also the Gold Museum. A pretty cool exhibit. I've done a vlog on it. Go check it out, the Dahlonega Gold Museum. But it's the center of town, the exact center of town, and we're going to try to stealthily hide something right here under everyone's eyes. So drop number one has been made right outside the historic courthouse and gold museum, right in the center of Dahlonega. Right in front of everybody. Now folks, we are right down the street from the historic Holly Theater. The Holly is on the National Registry of Historic Places. It actually originally was a movie theater back in the day. Now it is mostly used for theatrical productions. They have a wonderful, lively theater group here in Dahlonega. We're going to see if we can scope out somewhere, likely in the area, to abandon. Oh, by the way, Holly is reputed to be haunted. Oh yeah, how stealthy is that? Now the last piece that we have to hide is the mouse ears with the "Never Give Up" written on them. So what better place to hide something with a message like that than here near toy and the candy store. Well, folks, that ends mine and Tammy's Art Abandonment Adventure and this part of our collaboration with the Art Abandonment Adventures crew. I'm sure there will be other collaborations in the future. We love these guys, and this was kind of a little fun.
It was.
Not only are you doing something that might brighten up someone's day, not only are you spreading art,
Spreading love.
Art Abandonment Adventures, they are respected in this movement, and if you're interested at all in creating it, distributing it, abandoning it, being part of this movement, give them a look and contact them. These are the folks that'd be glad to help you out and answer any questions. Until the next time, this is Mike and Tam and Delana, guess saying bye.